Hi, good morning. It's Chris here, out and about again in the streets of Norwich. We've got to have a little walk, okay, and might have a little chat about one or two things on the way. Maybe you learn a little bit of history and see what we can see. And we turn the camera around and you can see whereabouts I am currently at the moment. So I'm currently on the Elm Hill. Elm Hill is a very famous street here in Norwich, and a lot of history here, dating back to the medieval times. Fantastic cobbled building, or cobbled road rather, sorry. And no, that place there, Olives, that is a lovely place to go into if you're ever in Norwich. Come here for breakfast. That is absolutely superb. Highly recommended. And very, very busy. So if you're coming in, I highly recommend it. And I would pre-book as well, because it will get busy. But there's one certainly to come and have a look here in Norwich. Yes, currently we are just situated over from the glass house here in Norwich. That is so-called called because that was where a glass company was. I think that was called the Norwich Glass Company. I'm sure if I can right in that thinking of, but that is the glass house. Yes, I know it's the spoons, but there you go. Cheap and cheerful. Right, so like I said, that is Olives. I highly recommend this place. Been in there for a nice little breakfast. Highly recommended. Very good food. Very good service. And what a hearty breakfast you get in there. So I can recommend that. I'd also recommend you booking up because that gets rather busy in there. So look this place up. And I just noticed on the side of that building there's an information board. We all like information boards, don't we? Lovely cafe that is. Nice little barbers. Love these buildings down there, all flint. You see the original cobbles on the street here. Now that is the Church of St Simon and St Jude Church. Now that dates back to the 1200s as well. Grade 1 listed building, I think. Now that used to be the place where you was able to go and purchase all your Scout and Guide uniforms way back in the time. Don't know who currently is inside that building, but that used to be the old Scout and Guide place. But no. There's a nice little court here, Roach's Court. Shall we go and have a little look? Hope I'm able to go down here. Nothing to say that you can't, but look at that door. Look at that lovely door. That is very original build. Look at that. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Lovely little window as well. I do love coming down these little alleyways. Look at that archway over there. Let's just step back a bit. Is that original? Is that wood original? Brickwork might be modern, but that woodwork, look at that. Fantastic. I just love it. Just love it. All these little bits. Oh, and oh, look at this little. Now this is just opened up to a nice little area. Oh, isn't that lovely? Little hollyhock there. Now to my right is Five Bridge and the ribs of beef, and we have the pub and paddle company. So fancy a little trip on the Ransom, come here and hire a canoe or kayak for the day or for an hour and have a little jaunt up the river. Never done one myself, never been safe in the kayak or canoe, but look at them colours, aren't they lovely? Really lovely, really nice. Now we've done that side of the river, done that side. As you might see, there's a Mischief Tavern on one side, ribs of beef on the other side. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we go back this way again. Go back into, I don't know, shall we have a little walk around here first? Have a look around this little open space here. Nice place to come along and have a little chill time, like me. Pigeons. A little chill time, a little think. Very nice. Through there, we've got to go through there later. Oh, honeysuckle. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that nice? Aye. Quiet and secluded. It's wonderful. Isn't that nice? Anyhow, let's go back down the arm hole, shall we? Have a look up there. Because there's small buildings up here what I want you to have a look at, okay? That's Roach's Court. Alright, so a little walk up here, up Elm Hill. Apparently this street is to be haunted by a monk or a friar, I think. I'm not too sure of the story, but I went on a ghost talk a long while ago and I've forgotten about all the story. Right, and to my left, I'm hoping, let's have a little look in here, let's have a look.
So they're so tiny, so the sort of a little hook, what you got to pull down, isn't it?
Nice little courtyard cafe out of the way, secluded. And there's an antique shop up there as well. I didn't know about it was open. No, the door was closed, so we can't go in, but Well, it says open, but the gate is shut. Very strange. That's to on the right hand side there. I don't know. Let's have a look. Right, I found a little nice little place there. Antiques and Curios. Let's have a little look, shall we? World War II pilot's helmet up there. That look old. How long you been here?
40 years.
40? Yeah. Wow. Incredible. Still going strong?
Yeah.
Yeah? My daughter likes her taxidermy. Sorry about the light, guys, but it's a bit dark in here, but you get some idea what's in here. But beautiful. What a nice way to come away and have a look round, while away a little bit of time, indulge yourself with maybe a purchase or two. My owl, my wife likes owls. She's crazy about owls. Lovely. Snake skins. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. So Antiques and Curios just down off a little courtyard on Elm Hill. So come and give them a look. Thank you. Oh, well, that was nice, wasn't it? That was very kind of them to let me film in there. Yeah. Little courtyard. Let's have a look, see what courtyard this is. I think it's just called the courtyard. Oh no, Roach Courtyard. There you go. But that is Courtyard Cafe and Curios. Another antique shop here. Now he's been here a long while. Elm Hill Collectibles. Antiques and Interiors. Ah, no, the Strangers Club. The door's open, but I don't think you're allowed in. Big pigeon. It's a memberships club, so can't go in there. I have been in there on a Heritage Open Day, long while ago. Beautiful building. If you can get in there, have a look around. I'd highly recommend it. Yeah, I know this is medieval street, but a lot of traffic come down here. Now the Peston House, there you go. Just pause on that. You have a little pause, have a little read. Visitors entrance. A games room. Dormo's bookshop. I think they did a film down there some time called Stardust, I believe. If you haven't seen it, give it a look. That is in the film. You probably won't recognise it because I did it all up. Another courtyard, but I think that one's private, so I can't go in there. Stamp shop. That's been there years. I don't know, it still survives. The Jade Tree. What's that about? Homemade arts and crafts and gifts. Nice. Nice. Elm Hill Craft Shop, or Elm Hill Craft Shop. Sorry, that's busy down here, didn't I? No, Elm Hill had a tree up here where I am now. Now that got the Shalom disease, so that had to be taken down, and this one was put in its place, but still retains its name, Elm Hill. Oh, the Britain's Arms. Did you read that? Right. Just on there for that. Right. Now that is the only building, as far as I know, what survived the fire in 1507. Right. Another little there's a clue for our next location. Look back to the Britain's Arms. Now let's just walk up here to the entrance of Elm Hill, or one of the entrances, one way in, one way out, I think. Over here to my left is the St Peter Hungate. Now that was a church, another grade 1 listed building, I think, now put into use as an exhibition hall. And if I'm allowed in and film, I will. But, what's this? It's quiet in it. Just think, to my right is the busy part of Norwich, and here, a little small secluded little street, very well visited, very well known, but as you say, it's quiet. Right, Hungate Umpton. Right, I'll go over there. Some more information boards here. Right. 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 United Reformed Church. Now out of use and now waiting to be repurposed, I think. I'm not sure, as a nightclub sort of thing, but lovely building. Absolutely gorgeous building, isn't it? Huh? Really lovely. Right, I just got to poke my head into St Peter Hungate and see if I can film in there. But isn't that a lovely building? A tombland down there. I've done a video down that area and St George's tombland in the previous video. Go on to that video. Elm Hill to my right, and another antiques, collectibles and vintage clothing bought and sold. It's lovely stuff in there. Right, let's just poke my head in. Yes, we got the okay, we can go in and have a look around St Peter Hungate, like I say. And now, what's it called? Touching Spirit Through Flesh. What a lovely medieval church. Nice little font there. You can carry on talking, that's fine. Lars, that's nothing.
This isn't it, but this is where we go.
Some lovely people in here. Nice little garden.
Yeah, yeah. Bring some bags.
Oh, that's some nice artwork. Oh, look at this. This must be original. Oh, look at that, look. You know. I don't know what date that goes back to. 1200s, maybe? No. Some little brass robins there. Oh, lovely windows. That's it, gorgeous. Nice bit of blown glass up there, blown glass that is. Right in the centre. I know because I used to be a glass maker, one glass, not a glass industry anyway, I know all about that sort of thing. There's more up there, look. Look at them, look. Yeah. Some medieval artwork there, look, that was all been covered up to save it from the elements. Lovely little area, isn't it? Beautiful. So it's just at the back of St Peter Hungate. Beautiful. Like I say, very secluded, very nice, free, and it's free. Just walk in a nice little art exhibition. Recommended. Get out at the sunflower wall, cool down. Another side entrance there you can come in on or go out of. Britain's Arms just come through. There you go, look. The hall's in front of me. I'll just go through there in a minute. Sorry about the sun. There you go, St Bennet Hungate. Information leaflets over here. Hungate stained glass trials, or trails rather. There. Postcards, free for £1. Not bad, is it? I love these little poos. I love them little poos. Very nice. Very nice. Plenty of information in here. Very nice. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
St Peter Hungate. Now there's a story about that, which I didn't look up on, but I think you may be able to Google that if you go onto the St Peter Hungate website and have a look for yourselves. But that's interesting. Right, let's go back down Elm Hill again. I'll meet you down on the other side. Right, now just through that little gateway there was that little green I was talking about earlier, just the back of Elm Hill and Roach's Court. And just in front of me is the paddle company. When you hire out your kayaks. But isn't that a lovely picture? Just here. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a lovely bit? Isn't that? Yeah, I just like to I don't like to talk a lot in my videos, but I just like to appreciate the buildings, the river, the walkways in general, really. People out enjoying themselves. Oh, smell that roses there. Smell that roses. Beautiful. Now, just got to head into there, the monastery. Yeah, old monastery date back to 1258, I believe. I got my dates right. Built by the friars then. Not much left, I'm afraid, now, except to the halls to my left there. Right. That's the halls there I was just talking about a minute ago. Lovely buildings here. Now let's head out this way, shall we?
Looking nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking good. It's a nice little brickwork on the right hand side there, just this side of the wall. No, I don't think you can see that on the other side, but we'll have a look. What, nice? Nice building. University of the Arts, I think, I belong to. Yeah, Norwich University of the Arts, that all belong to. Lovely building, all, don't they? Oh, let's look. Yeah, some bricks been put in that on this side, so you can't see the, you can't appreciate the other, from the other side. Let's go back. See, look at that, the difference from that to this side. Now you can't appreciate that from this side. Well, lovely brickwork now, isn't it? Right. Yeah, like I say, you can't appreciate that from this side. I like it more from the other side, actually.
And then later on, Elephantine.
Right, let's walk up to this bridge. And we'll nearly call it for the day, I think. Yeah. Buildings to my left and my right. The Norwich University of the Arts. City of Norwich Technical Institute, 1899. Erected by the Corporation of the City of Norwich for a School of Science and Art and for technical instruction, applicable to trades and manufacturers. George Henry Morse, Mayor. G.O.B. Kennett, Town Clerk. George White, Chairman of Committee. Arthur E. Collins, Architect. The Pedal Company. But a beautiful building now, 1899. Gosh, if only them walls could talk. I've seen sometimes, isn't it? Yeah. Another flood level down there. Yeah, all this area, I have in previous videos, all this area was flooded at one stage. Above that marker, just about there, I think, just about level of that top window, just about there. So oh, a Bishy Bee boat. I think that's a Bishy Bee boat. Yeah, Bishy Bally Bee boat. Hello, enjoying the time? Yeah, you're going to hire them out, go through the Bishy Bally Bee company, hire them out for the day, or maybe an hour or so. Have a little boat ride down the Ransom. You can't go very far because, like I said, down on the other side you've got New Mills Yard, and that is a sluice gate up there, and you can't get any further than that. Right, let's have a look on this side. You see what I was saying, I'm now going. So that is towards New Mills Yard. So like I say, you go as far as that, and then you have to turn around again. Right, just a walk over here. We've got another little green area, St George's Green. That's all, let's say, all part of the Wensum River Parkway, which I've partially covered in previous videos. Signs aren't really good, they want to replace them ready, don't they? And that's it. Sorry, that's a sad statement for Norwich. They call us a fine city. Be ashamed. "2025 Gradfest or Gradfest? I think it's Gradfest. Yeah. Anyhow, just walk up here again. Up to the halls just there. Lovely brickwork again. I like the other side better. Right, I'll catch you on the other side. Well, there you have the halls. I don't know about this year, but previous years they used to have the Norwich Beer Festival. Well, I think this year they've got to be held somewhere else because they're doing a lot of refurbishment on the halls. It's been going on for last year now, I think. Yeah. Down there is the Norwich University of Arts. It's St Andrew's Brewhouse there. Cinema City there. And we'll just go to my right where that church is. And there's a little small street. Have a look up there. And might call it a day then. It's getting a bit hot again. But even on a lovely day like this, you get lovely buildings like this in front of you. Princess Street, where Elm Hill is, and St George's Tombland. Right. So the hall's there, sorry about the noise. St Andrew's Norwich just in front of me. And just before I'm standing to the back of me is Granger's Hall. I'll show you a beautiful bit of flint work in a minute. It's really gorgeous to look at, and you've got to see how the flints have been inlaid. Now these ones got a bit of gap in between, but these other ones haven't.
What do you think? You don't know what you're going to see?
But I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, so do I.
And look how small the flint work is there, look. All done by hand. Each one individual. Fascinating. Gosh. Fun for scale there. Look at that. Some are even smaller. Look at them. St Andrews. Don't know if it's open or not. Doubt it. Lovely clock tower. Look. It's just fantastic. That window up there is because in the times they had a window tax, so they blocked them up so they didn't have to pay so much window tax. That's what that is. Now some of them get a bit bigger, aren't they? A little bit bigger. Yeah. Love it. Just this little street here. Norwich Lane post. And that one is Wild Peter. Now you might come in a later video, you never know. And here we are, the Bridewell Museum. Right, I think I'll leave the video there for today, guys. Just look back to this one final look at this flint wall here. Look at that, fantastic. Like I say, oh, tiny amount of mortar in there, just a tiny amount. That is incredible. How the stonemasons did that in them times with just primitive hand tools. That's just mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. No, I'll just get over this little bit here, and just like to say thank you guys for keeping me in your thoughts, and thumbs up if you like it. Press that notify button if you want to be notified of the next video, and subscribe. See you on the next video. Bye.